Hi, Fernando. Yes, it was. What's everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast with Mr. Cincinnati. I'm joined by the podcast dad. This is a bit of a rushed entrance here today. I apologize, but we're doing this because the podcast dad has been gardening lately and has been enjoying a lot of talk about space and does not believe that the moon landing happened. I don't know what to think about this.
Please jump in the chats. It didn't happen. Why haven't we been back? You know, Logan Paul would have been on the moon by now. Yes or no?
That's your
yes
argument?
or no? Yes or no?
That's your argument, though?
Okay, here we go. You're telling me that none of these damn influencers wouldn't jump at the opportunity to go to the moon?
This is how we have been talking for about
all right,
4 minutes.
Hold on. Answer the question. Yes or no? We've been to the moon.
This is not my hill to die on.
Have we been to the moon?
Yes, we've been to the moon.
Hugo, answer the question.
He's here.
Answer the question. We haven't. Dude, we haven't. Dude, there's pictures of space. Why isn't there any videos? Answer the question. Answer the damn question. It's not well established. How is it well established? This guy knows.
A Shatner reference.
I go to the moon.
This I appreciate.
You telling me the way this entire world works?
Katy Perry got close.
They wouldn't. You're telling me they wouldn't charge people enough to go to the moon right now?
You know that Beyonce's going to the damn moon soon, right? I mean, I'm not saying officially, but
she's not.
You think that Beyonce wouldn't figure the fuck out how to get to the moon right now?
Why hasn't she? You know why? Because we haven't been there. What about Lance Armstrong?
She's got that tilted car at her concerts right now that she's got to work out. I don't think she trusts any of her current crew to get her to space. Oh, okay. So I'm not a Beehive guy by any means, I should say. The fact checker is in the chats here, so he can confirm this story. But at one point during her Houston shows a few days ago, one of her songs she sings in a basically it's a floating Cadillac that's like tethered that will go over the crowd as she's singing. And as she's singing, the car kind of does a very slow tilt like this. And I'm not one to be like Beehive everything, but she was graceful as fuck, even though she very much was in a really catastrophic position that she could have hurt herself and others if she had fallen. But she did it so goddamn gracefully that basically gets to another bar or 7 of the song is like, stop. We got to get me down here. And then gets back to the stage all pissed. Fact checker is in the chats right now. He'll be able to give us the full story here. No sold the fact that, no sold the fact that she was like in a very perilous position because of a rogue stage crew person that is probably fired. So
what does it have to do with the moon?
Beyonce could go to the goddamn moon, but she's got to find the right crew to like get her.
We've never been there, so it doesn't matter.
Katy Perry almost went to space. Gail King and a few other people.
Don't do this to me right now.
You started it.
No, you did that.
Finishing it. I did no such thing.
Please go get this awesome stuff. Look at this amazing shirt that I have on.
Yeah. Don't talk about that.
Thank you so much.
Which SummerSlam holds the record for highest attendance. All the correct guesses will be entered into a raffle that we will be drawing this Friday at noon. What?
1994, when we saw The Undertaker versus The Undertaker.
Get the fuck out of here! I swear to God, I am.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can we get through our plugs first? Yes, Hugo, you and I knew there's a reason I liked you. I knew it. I
can confirm he does actually really, really like you. He'll say that it was faked on a soundstage in Burbank somewhere. I'm sure.
It was because it was.
Okay.
It was. Nope,
I'm not doing this. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. As always, you can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, but most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 100 or 500 subscribers, I should say. We need your help to get there. I believe we're at 486 right now. I don't know what's happened to today's show already. I apologize in advance. Main Event _net on all social media platforms. Support the crew at Main Event Wrestling Network. Gorilla Press Apparel at BigCartel.com. We've already shown you the Trivia Tuesday question. Coastal Empire Wrestling. We've got some stuff to talk about in the next couple of weeks after Tussle Palooza. But anyway, I think that Podcast Dad has suffered enough. Better now? I'm
fine.
You and me both, but I've already had several. Anyway, Anti-Chris is coming. Okay, yeah. They're okay.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Star.
Thank you.
You're okay.
No. You go, we'll talk. Who day?
Fuck out of here. That's not the point, right? You don't get to start. You get okay.
Just like their Super Bowl dreams. It's all fake.
Okay. So
NXT. Sorry, guys. Subscribe, please.
You started this.
I didn't start it. We were having a pre-show conversation, and you went live. That's on you.
But you know what time we start, so you just okay.
You're very early. It's just now 6:30. We've been live for 7 minutes.
Because I didn't want to deal with your shit anymore. Excuse me. Okay. If I had to, everybody has to.
Are you going on a road trip with me soon?
Yeah, SCI tickets are on sale. SCItickets.com. Shout out to our friends at Action Wrestling, TWE, and Scott Hensley, who is going to be formal and yet somehow informal all at the same time this upcoming week. It's La Quinta, here we come.
Just booked the right one this time.
Hey, no, I booked the right one to get to Chattanooga. It's Georgia where there was the issue, okay? Don't, no.
Well, I have you on the list, sir. That's Tyrone, California.
I may get to have it both ways, but you, sir, do not, okay? Look.
Yes, I do.
Here's what I am going to say, though, okay? It's you know, it could be a lot worse than just bickering over travel arrangements. You could be Tim Bosby right now having to wrestle Cruel first round.
I don't want to do that either.
He's gonna get murdered.
So NXT, anyway. A little bit of I got a text late last night. I was asleep.
Yep.
To be honest.
Yep.
But I got a text last night from Mr. Cincinnati, and what did it say?
Give me a second here.
I'm gonna bam.
Inamura winning. He's the new number one contender.
Read the exact text, please.
Inamura won. Haha. What's
I love waking up to that. But yeah, look, that was I went back and I watched it after I came home today. Pretty solid match. I will say that.
It was. I hand it to him. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
He's not gonna be Oba Femi.
God, no, absolutely not. No.
Right?
No,
he's not gonna be Oba Femi.
No. But I wonder if, much like his DX partner in crime, Papa HB Shizzle is trying to sow some tea leaves of Josh Briggs eventually getting a title shot, that he comes at least closer to winning than Inamura will against Oba Femi
for the TNA Championship.
We've already seen Trick Williams win it, so
I think a TNA person is going to win it next. I don't think Trick Williams, TNA champion, is long for the world.
I would not have him win the Slammiversary. That'd be a bad idea.
I think they did it to get the pop, to get the
mission accomplished,
the pub out there, and it did. But yeah, I don't. Again, we talked about this last night a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Am I really clamoring for that feud at the moment? Not really. It's fine. It just is what it is at this point. I like them as a team, though.
They are a really fun team, I think,
or
at least it's just my 2 cents. I think that they could have done a better job of, especially because Inamura is the only Noah talent to come over here.
Yeah.
Make me care about him. They have not done a great job of making me care about him. I like that. I've always been a fan of Josh Briggs, Brooks Jensen, Fallon Henley. was not happy about the split, but Fallon Henley has been a lot better off by being away from them, because it did seem like initially the Fatal Influence trio was built around her for that singles push. Give her a veteran like Jacy and somebody who's still relatively green in Jasmine Nix that you can form this group, and it's been a lot of fun to watch them do. Brooks Jensen getting cast away from the calling with no explanation why at this point is just kind of an is what it is sort of thing. It is, because now Izzy Dame is all she cares about is the NXT Women's Championship, and basically saying I sacrifice him so I could go after this, which okay, fine, whatever. But it is tough to care, and I know the fact checker saying tag division needs help. I can see how it's tough to care about a split. 1,000% that they do. It just still seems weird that you sacrifice one world title shot for another that you don't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning.
That's the problem. That's the problem right now they have. Oba Femi is the quote Gorilla Monsoon, the what was it? The
irresistible force meets the immovable object. Fuck Terry.
He's both. Anyway. But he's both, right? Like, there's not a person right now on that roster that I think can beat Oba Femi. Maybe Ricky Saints, maybe a Javon Evans, maybe.
I like Javon Evans over Ricky Saints because he's got to go through Baylor, Drake, and the gauntlet is scheduled for next week. So he's got to go through them, which we know he's going to do in quick fashion.
I don't know, man. I don't want to say they booked themselves into a corner, because I think it's very obvious that No. It was obvious that Oba Femi needed to win that title. I mean, that is and I know his name's a little foreign right now, but that is a Brock Lesnar type talent that you push to the moon immediately. He has it. No. Oba.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, sure. I can't get mad at them for kind of booking themselves into a corner, because you had to put the title on him.
But you at least here's the thing, to that comparison, at least you knew that you had Taker and Kurt Angle and Big Show to
the difference is too is developmental was a lot different back then.
I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that one bit. But I mean, it's the one.
I mean, how much
Fernando, I love you. That is not funny. That is no. We're not going back.
No, I mean, the best case scenario is I think you have one of these evolve. One of these WWID, talents kind of upset him and kind of do that. I mean, we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I think that's one of the things that you have in your back pocket is, hey, we've identified these talent like a Sam Holloway, an Aaron Rourke, a Sean Legacy. Like, that is those are people I could see maybe doing this. As
Marcus Mathers would be a great story too.
Marcus Mathers, like an upset victory over Oba Femi, and then have him go, right, and then start the new era of NXT. It's tough, man, because he's it.
Exactly, and I mean, because we have the same thoughts on the main roster right now as far as who is realistically in the world title picture across Raw and SmackDown right now. Those names are not. They're scarce. One of which you would prefer not to see back in that title picture again. So, Jay.
No,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that's the concern here? Is at least there are a handful of other names on the main roster that we can say, hey, here's who we could have this conversation about. But when we look at Oba Femi and the limited sample size that we do have of him, the handful of times that he has lost, Tony D'Angelo taking a championship off of him, that was an overbooked fucking finish. I don't really want to see that from the NXT Championship anytime soon, but that's what it seems like it's going to have to be. What's that?
It's his only loss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I think so too. Like, I think that's his only loss. Yeah. I don't know what they do, and good thing I don't get paid to do that. But I don't know what they do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Where my intellectuals at? Yeah.
Yeah,
still
he's on TV. That's cool.
Still on that bandwagon, all three of you?
Yeah. There's 7, but whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, Tully says hi, by the way.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Block that out of my memory.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He misses you.
Don't care. Does he think we went to the moon? He seems like a guy that thinks we didn't go to the moon.
Well, it's because we went to the fucking moon is why
we didn't go to the moon. We're going to get flagged for misinformation, but I don't think we went to the moon. How do you feel about this tag match? I think we thought it was coming, but I just does it really move the needle for you at all? Jacy Jayne as NXT Women's Champion just doesn't do much for me at the moment. Like, let's just move it over to Blake Monroe and let's call it a day.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what this is right now, and that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, it's Jordynne Grace. We knew was not long for NXT.
Maybe she might win. I mean, where does she fit at this moment on the main roster? They just brought up Stephanie. They just brought up Julia. Like, maybe wait.
I mean, I would have. I can't tell what he's asking us to wrap it up. I know the exact hand gestures he's using as he says this. I don't know what he's asking us to wrap up.
Come on, fact checker. Wrap what up? Tell me about the moon. I can go for hours about the moon. So don't even start. Don't even start.
Mr. Ramsey can go for days talking about the moon. Please do not test him because he's already sharpening the knives.
Ooh, I'm gonna message him right now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway,
as the podcast mom just texted me, we went to the moon. Damn it!
I can't. I'm not doing this with you. What?
We didn't go. It's fine. It's fine. Dude. You would be a sheep.
Okay. So as far as Jordynne, where she would fit on the main roster, maybe not in the world title picture right away, but we have a great triple threat coming up between Bayley, Becky, and Lyra. Whoever wins that is going to need competition of some kind. This is a very early prediction, but I do think that Lyra eventually walks out with the title. That's just me.
I hope so.
I don't think that Becky Lynch needs a lengthy run with the Intercontinental title here. And actually, since the show is already going off the fucking rails anyway, I'm just gonna add something else to this here. If we assume the reports from Sports Illustrated are true, Britt Baker, shut the fuck up. I know that you're not happy about this. But here's what I do think that you should understand about why this could be beneficial to WWE. Because we are fucking clamoring for stories that are not involved in the championship picture, this is somebody that you can put with a Charlotte Flair, with an Bliss, that has recognition, that has value, that you can create additional stories away from the championship, which is the biggest goddamn criticism that we have about the women's division right now. Tag titles be damned. We know that Tiffany is probably going to get swept up in the Jade, Naomi, potentially Bianca story over the next 6 months. She's going to be left as a lame duck as we go into football season. Whether you like it or not, there is a place for Britt Baker on a WWE roster that keeps other talents that should be in the title picture right now, but because it's such a bloated roster, there is no room for them. She has a place. You may not like it, but she has a place. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's it. And that's what I think. So
you're allowed to have your opinion.
I know. Same way you are. See how that works out?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like, I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
We'll see where it goes. Do I think Britt Baker fits in WWE? Not really. We already have Charlotte. We already have Tiffany. We already have Blake Monroe. I'm good.
So what is it about those three you named that lumps Britt Baker into that conversation?
Because I don't think all the three of them are the most fantastic technical wrestlers in the world.
Didn't stop them from putting Queen on the ring and Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill is a bigger star than Britt Baker. Yes or no?
Jade is a star. I think
Blake Monroe is a bigger star than Britt Baker. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Stephanie McCour is a bigger star than Britt Baker.
Yeah, I will agree with that right now.
I'll keep going.
No, I understand. I understand that you will, and that's perfectly fine. I'm sure that you've got a list as long as my arm of other names you can throw out there. Perfectly fine. The problem is what we have seen with Britt Baker is, yes, the aura has cooled off, but at one point in time, again, massive name with the company, that guess what? For whatever reason, she and Tony Khan have been butting heads. We're not seeing her on TV. Like, it's fucking unfortunate, I will say. The thing is, absolutely deserved to be the first signing in AEW company history. Absolutely deserved it. But for the height of her dominance, she was the big fish in a small pond. It was because Tony leveled up everything else around her and then also dealing with a back injury at the same time, that she didn't get to kind of run parallel to these names that were brought in. So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt for that particular circumstance, because I'm not going to take away from the back issues that she was dealing with and the things that we could have seen some great stories told here. But because, yes, Tony was leveling up at the same time and she did not get the opportunity to be part of that rise, there is still name value in Britt Baker that WWE could use, because it is a name that you can put with talents that are not in the fucking title picture. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Which is what we need right now.
Okay.
Next on NXT, what do you want to talk about?
I kind of want to preview All In.
Okay.
No, since this is turned into an AEW show about Britt Baker, let's preview All In real quick.
Talk about Dynamite. Yeah.
Well, I was going to preview All In. So only 5 matches announced so far, which is
give it time.
Not gonna be the case. To be honest, it is July 12th, so a little bit of time. But so far, we do have the AEW Women's Championship, Mercedes and Toni Storm. I'm excited for the match. I'm not excited for the outcome.
It'll be a great match.
I think it'll be a very good match. I'm not excited for the outcome. Maybe they shock us a little bit, but I do not have a feeling that's going to happen. Moxley and Hangman for the AEW Heavyweight Championship.
Put me out of my fucking misery with the Death Riders, please.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You're just determined to piss me off today.
Okada and Omega to unify the Continental and International.
Great match. Don't care about the titles. Next.
I don't either. So what does that mean for the Continental Classic then?
The Classic,
they thought that through?
It didn't need a fucking title to begin with.
So let and stay with me and don't get angry. So like the person that is holding this championship at the time of the tournament, are they in the tournament defending that championship then?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
At this point, it doesn't matter. Here's why. G1. What does the winner get if you win the G1?
A title shot.
Exactly. How fucking hard is it to do the same thing? You don't need the championship aside. Like, the Triple Crown idea was a nice idea in theory. Eddie Kingston was the perfect guy to win that and to have everything that came with that. But let's not act like Okada's run with this title hasn't been shit.
Oh, wow. All right. And then you have the men's casino gauntlet battle royal. Mark Briscoe will be the first entrant. And then you have the women's on the other side. Chris Statlander is the first entrant.
I like it.
Both of the winner of those matches get a title shot at the World Championship. Wow, what a concept. You think, speaking of Eddie Kingston, you think we see him come back during that Gauntlet Battle Royal?
Oh, we're nearing that time.
I think we might.
I'll say yes, sure. Why not?
I think that'd be a lot.
That's a pop that you want. That's a pop you want this year if you can get it for sure.
I would agree. Dynamite episode 300. 300 episodes of Dynamite. That's crazy.
There's been more episodes of the Wrestling Junkies podcast.
All right, here we go. We got a Heroes versus Villains tag match.
What?
Sponsored by Superman. So again,
wait.
Please, no. Time out. Please do not come at me with the Slim Jim sponsorship when we're getting stuff like this. Again, if any company is willing to pay you for a sponsorship, you take it. Looks like it's the Beast Mortis and Dralistico taking on Swerve and Will Ospreay. I mean, that'll be a fun match.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun match. Let's be honest.
Sure.
Mercedes Moné takes on Mina Shirakawa. Okay, for the TBS Championship. TBS Championship's on the line. Do you think Mercedes loses this to put a little doubt? I could actually see it happening. I could actually see Mercedes losing tonight. I could.
I don't.
No, I could. 100.
I don't
especially
think
since she's taking on Mina. I think he does. Because I don't think you want to hold both titles hostage. I don't think you do.
The problem is, look, and I think that this is what I found most frustrating about Mercedes' run here. And this is not to take anything away from what she's been doing, what she has commanded to come to AEW. The problem is that we're putting all of these belts on her, and there are no stories related to any.
Doesn't feel so good, does it?
What's Konosuke's last name?
Takeshita.
Only took you 364 episodes to say it right. Good for you.
Only took me, one episode to do this? Tony, pull the trigger. You have the balls to do it. Make the title switch. Take the TBS Championship off of Mercedes. Get that division running again. Come on. I agree. I think this is the perfect moment to do it because it is Tony's friend. It plants that seed of doubt in there. I think so.
I'm with Fernando there.
You say that. How long have we been watching wrestling? Shit can happen at any point.
I know
it's the 300th episode. You want to do something big. I'm just saying, man.
I don't think that's a loss that you do this close to a pay-per-view. I just don't. And that's fine. That is perfectly fine. If I will say, I will give the caveat if it happens, Tony better be involved in.
Oh, I think so.
Like be a direct correlation to that. I think that's the only way you get away with it. But
I think it might happen, dude. I think it might. We have another Heroes versus Villains tag match.
Why?
Sponsored by Superman, only in theaters July 11th.
Who's paying you?
The Young Bucks and Takeshita. Is that good for you? Takes on Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Bandito. Don't know the story there.
One of those two is not like the others. Where's the TNT? Oh, yeah, that's right. We're on TBS, so naturally. Okay.
I don't even know who the TNT Championship is. Who's the TNT champion?
Adam Cole.
It's still Danny Garcia?
Adam fucking Cole.
Okay. Moving the needle.
You chose violence today.
I legit didn't remember. You know how many titles I have to remember? Who's the pure champion right
now? Lee Moriarty?
I have no idea.
You should Google that real quick. I think it's Lee Moriarty.
Why don't you? Because I got the match card up. How about you Google it? A fatal four-way for the number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal at All in Texas. Brody King, MJF, Anthony Bowens, and A.R. Fox. A.R. Fox is getting a lot of TV time lately. He's been big on Collision.
Lee Moriarty for the win.
Personally, I'd love if Brody King won this match.
They got to do something with him.
I mean, Mark Briscoe and Brody King starting that match would be awesome.
Not mad at that.
No, not at all.
Not mad at that.
MJF's going to win, but that's fine.
I do agree with that. It's not going to happen. That's also something else that pisses me off about this card is that you will use Athena for the fucking build and promo up to this, but you won't find a spot on the fucking in her home fucking state.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And then Kota Ibushi
takes on We Will Rock You.
Kota Ibushi takes on Okada.
That'd be fun. That'd be
just on a random Wednesday.
Hey, I like it.
I mean, I'm good with it. Not for the title or anything like that, but yeah. It doesn't matter.
We agree.
Doesn't matter who wins the TNT Championship. Doesn't really matter.
Anything else we should talk about?
You want to talk about the moon or
no? No, not at all.
Boring. Yeah.
Trivia Tuesday. Which SummerSlam holds the record for the highest attendance?
1994.
DM us on X at Junkies Pod, Facebook at Wrestling Junkies Pod, on Instagram, TikTok as well. Submit your guests. Enter for your chance to win a prize from our friends at Gorilla Press Apparel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. You can find the rest of the crew at the Main Event Wrestling Network at mainevent_net. 14 away from 500. Anybody wants to see him sing, fucking subscribe, please. I really want to see this. I am because the thing is, he will not do this at SCI. No matter what I do to try to convince him, he's not going to do it. I got to listen to Sid Bacabella probably sing about fucking. Actually, no, that's a Patreon story. But anyway, it had to be there, but you went to sleep early. Are you raising your hand or saying bye?
I'm raising my hand.
Okay.
Might as well. We're live right now.
Okay.
And we haven't discussed this. There will be no show tomorrow. I have to go to fireworks with my children, so there will be no show tomorrow. Just a heads up.
Okay. That's a new.
The Junkies are going to take a long weekend that we deserve.
Wow! Look at that. And then
we love you guys. No.
Yeah. No, I think that they do.
Why?
Okay, we were talking about the tag.
Why?
We were talking about the tag division in NXT needing some names to where if you want to split up Briggs and Inamura, Private Party is a nice fit because regardless of what you think about how they were used previously or with their current employer, I should say, remember NXT skews a much younger demographic. They will find a way to use them. They would be a great fit in NXT right now. Those are my thoughts.
We have the Street Profits at home.
Yeah, I'm not saying I want to see Private Party on main roster take on Street Profits anytime soon.
I do want them to get Danhausen though.
Be very nice, very evil. They will print money.
Very evil.
I think that there is a place for Private Party on the WWE roster in NXT. Are you saying that there is no use for them in NXT at all right now?
Time out.
Well, if we're gonna go ahead. Where's yours?
So we got on AEW a lot, and don't say we didn't about signing every WWE talent that got let go. Now WWE is doing the same thing.
The difference is when it comes to at least what we're hearing about why contracts are not being renewed and kind of things that they're doing that Private Part, and I don't know any of the details of it. I don't know anybody's contracts or any of the stats as far as who's being paid what or anything like that. But if WWE is resetting the market as to what talent can command, and they're bringing in Private Party for less than what they were getting paid at AEW, I think that they would make a move. They would be crazy not to because they fit the demographic of what they're doing on Tuesday nights.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you.
Argue about
Please
the
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay. It's the podcast, Dad. I am Mr. Cincinnati. Apparently, there's no show tomorrow, so thank you so much for joining us this week. Enjoy the long weekend. Be safe.
It's not a gimmick.
Spectacular. That's podcast Dad, Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. Until Monday, shout out to the Frat Daddy. Enjoy the grabs.